The Programmable Privacy Relay. Every wallet on Solana just became a private programmable relay. MultiHopper just integrated TRM Labs' risk intelligence into its routing architecture to create a self-defending privacy rail that blocks sanctioned funds at the network state level. It is a fundamental shift from the pooled anonymity models that regulators effectively dismantled last year. Routing without a crowd. Traditional privacy systems failed because they relied on commingling, where the assets of every user are dumped into a single pool to break the link. MultiHopper uses multi-hop routing, instead moving assets through a series of existing on-chain smart contracts and wallets to obfuscate the path without ever mixing your tokens with another user. The protocol treats every address on the network as a potential hop, meaning your transaction metadata stays confidential while the assets remain isolated. This design choice sidesteps the regulatory death trap of shared anonymity sets. Because there is no crowd to hide in. There is only a complex individual path that traditional explorers struggle to reconstruct. But this path is only useful if it is not being exploited by illicit actors. The Compliance Gate Strategy. The June 26th partnership with TRM Labs adds a compliance gate directly into the root lifecycle to stop high-risk transfers before they even begin. Before the first hop initializes, the protocol screens the origin address against a live database of sanctioned entities and stolen funds. If the risk score is too high, the smart contract refuses to execute the route. This is proactive defense rather than reactive reporting. By combining selective disclosure with pre-transaction screening, MultiHopper creates a sandbox where institutions can move value privately while maintaining a provable distance from the Lazarus Group. The technical trade-offs here point toward a much larger trend in protocol design. The signal under the noise. The MultiHopper experiment confirms that the future of privacy is not a black box but a filter. By merging multi-hop routing with real-time compliance gates, the protocol is engineering a solution to the privacy trilemma, where developers usually have to choose between total transparency or regulatory exile. This modular approach proves that privacy can be a service layer on high-speed chains like Solana, rather than a native feature that attracts federal heat. For institutional operators and AI agents, this infrastructure means they can finally automate private treasury management without the manual overhead of traditional reporting. The real shift is from compliance at rest to compliance in motion, where the network itself acts as the auditor. As these multi-hop patterns become more common, the next metric to watch is the resilience of their randomizer logic against the clustering algorithms currently being trained to de-anonymize these specific routing paths. Subscribe for more.